What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2, and welcome back to Toogii World. If you enjoy this series, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. After much consideration, I have decided to return this series back to its original, pre-recorded, episodic format that you guys all know and love. And because of the occasion, I decided to completely close down all of Toogii World. That way we could sort of have a grand reopening a little while later on. I've been putting off doing some of the simplest park management things for way too long now. So I think that's what we're going to get started on first, and it'll sort of help me, ease my way back into the swing of things here. But we've got things like unsafe swimming pools. Our staff members are just kind of wandering around aimlessly, and there is trash literally everywhere. So the first thing that we're going to do is create some staff zones. Now, when the game originally launched, when it first launched, creating staff zones for certain staff members would kind of make them focus more on staying in a particular area than doing their actual job. I have no idea if that's been patched, but we're going to give it a crack, and hopefully things go well for us. All right, I've gotten it broken up into 4 distinct zones now. So what we have over here, Zone 1, this is kind of our main entrance zone. It focuses more on rides and the main entrance sort of facilities and whatnot. The blue zone here focuses more on the pools, the water slides, the surrounding restaurants, surrounding facilities, body dryers, changing rooms, stuff like that. Zone 3, kind of similar to Zone 1, just focuses on the Wild Western main facilities and also the rides in that zone. And then down here with Zone 4, it only encompasses the wave pool. Totally forgot what that was called there for a second. That was weird. The entire footbridge thing that we have, the enclosed footbridge deal, and then also, of course, the canyon carts. So as long as we have a staff resting facility, there we go, in all 4 of these zones, we should be ready to rock. I mean, obviously, we're still going to have to apply. That's got one. It's small, but it does have one. We're still going to have to apply each of our staff members to their respective zones now. That's got a staff building, also small, but it'll work. It'll suffice. And out here, surprising. Honestly, I was unaware that we even placed one. Or wait. No, I knew we had one. It's right behind that door, right yonder. Ooh, another thing we need to do real quick. If I don't do it now, I will forget and I'll be really, really upset with myself later. This doesn't have any filtration systems, period. So we're definitely going to want to add at least one of these things over here. It might kind of cut into our scenery rating just a tad. And now that we have this thing tethered to all the other filters in the park, we should be ready to rock. And it looks like we are. So let's actually go back over to our staff zones really, really quick. We've already verified that each zone does have a staff resting facility, which is excellent. Obviously going to need one of those. But what I want to do next is go through and just make sure that we have the right amount of vendors for the amount of vendor facilities that we have, the right amount of mechanics for the amount of rides in each zone, everything like that. We also don't have any security guards anywhere other than our Lone Star train station out here. So maybe that's something else that we'll have to sort of sprinkle in. But that's what I'm going to tackle next. I will see you guys here in just a few minutes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Holy cow, dude. Okay, I grossly underestimated just how long it would take me to get everyone sort of squared away here. But after 45 minutes, the deed is finally done. Everyone's settled in, or should be getting settled in. It's going to take them a while to, walk from zone to zone. Everyone except for security guards. We still only have the one security guard right here inside of our Lone Star station. So what I want to do next is kind of start to plop a couple more of those security guards around. How do I even begin to explain this? Say in Zone 1, for example, we had maybe 10 vendor facilities. So in that zone, we have 11 total vendors. So there's one additional sort of floater that should hopefully, relieve somebody if they need to go on break or whatever the case may be. But for the security guards, I don't think we really need to do that. So like, for example, zone 1, we should probably have like 2 or 3 security guards. Zone 3, maybe just 2. Honestly, 1 is probably fine. There's not really that much out there. Zone 4, probably just 1 as well. And zone 2, kind of same thing. So big zones, lots of security. Small zones, not as much. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm low-key kind of glad that we're not really doing all that much here today. I'm feeling incredibly rusty. It's ridiculous. Maybe it's just because I got back from vacay recently. Who the heck knows? But I promise next episode we'll be doing quite a bit more than this. I swear. Just trying to ease back into it, that's all. So we've got 1 security guard up here, like smack dab in the center. That's going to be in zone 1. I think I'm going to put these 2, and they don't need the security post necessarily. We could just have some floating security guards. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do like 1 post in each zone for sure, and then have a couple of like wandering security guards. I think that's a good plan here. Now that all of our staff members are manning their battle stations, I think we're finally ready to open her back up to the public. Toogii World's grand reopening. Ladies and gents, you might have noticed I finally took the 10 minutes that were required to create a main entrance sign for Toogii World. It's not anything super crazy, but it also doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be flashy. Toogii World ain't flashy. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Also, something that I totally overlooked when we started playing Planet Coaster 2. If you guys remember in Planet Coaster 1, we could kind of like upgrade our employees, make them work a little smarter, right? You could kind of send them away to some school real quick. They'd learn a few things and then bring it back to your park. That apparently doesn't exist anymore, and I'm only just now realizing it. Oh, check it out. Check it out, dude. They're finally starting to walk back in. Long time no see, guys. Go ahead. Make yourself right at home. You know where to go, I'm sure. This is a good feeling. Oh yeah, they're coming off the buses now as well. Looking good. Uh-oh. Go-Kart 3 is at critical condition. How is that even possible? We have a dedicated mechanic for this area. Where the heck are they? Oh, I see. It is currently Guadalupe's break time, which makes sense as to why they're not, maintaining the only ride that they are supposed to be maintaining, but that's fine. This is something else that I only just now noticed too. Under schedule view right here, you can change this from work status to staff zone view, which when you're going through, changing everyone's staff zone does make it quite a bit easier to sort of understand what's going on, which is nice. Anyways, while we're sort of waiting for our guests to re-enter Toogii World, I think I'm going to go around and just recolor all of our coasters and all of our flat rides as well. And we're going back to the Toogii spec color scheme. We got that highlighter yellow, that light blue, that pastel pink. I want to make every single one of these just in the main zone that same sort of color scheme. It'll be same, but different. You'll see. Even the slides, ladies and gents, even the slides are getting a complete color overhaul. I was gonna say complete and total overhaul. That would also entail us like remaking all the slides all over again. But there we go. The Toogii spec color scheme is back, and maybe better than ever, right? Because now in Planet Coaster 2, we have some of these gradients that we can work with. It's not just solid colors. We have like little textures and stuff that can be added. I really like how the Ferris wheel turned out. I think that's pretty sick. We've got King Coaster there in the middle too. Pathos doesn't look too terrible. I'm still digging the gradient there. And then the coasters are obviously all the same color scheme, except it's like slightly different. So for this one, I'll just show you rather than trying to explain it. That always ends well. This one's blue, pink, yellow, white. Okay, and then over here, it goes pink, blue, yellow, white. And then this one, title roll, is yellow, pink, blue, white. You get me? So same, but different. I do think the signage needs to be changed now as well, at least for title roll, minder, and the gulpy giant one as well, just so it'll kind of match a little bit better. But I'm digging this. I think I think we were long overdue for changing the color of the slides as well. Oh, you think we could change the platform color of this finally? Nope. Platform's supposed to be black, but as you can see here, it's still definitely bright blue. And I really wish we could change the color of that railing too. That kind of drives me nuts, but it is what it is. It is what it is. How many guests we got now? 14, honey, almost 1,500 guests. When we closed, or when I closed before, we had like just shy of 3,000 guests in the park. So I'd really like to see that number jump up, almost double, really. If we could have that double, that would be fantastic. Something else you guys might not have seen if you maybe didn't catch the live streams. We have the Mild West signage now, and there's a proper little like mining tunnel type of thing, and then on the backside it says, "Y'all come back now, you hear?" We cycled through, I don't know, 30 different sayings for this like exit signage, and that's what we landed on. There were some other really good contenders too, but I'm happy with Mild West and y'all come back now, you hear? Go-Kart 3 is broken down. Okay, looks like it's back up in action again. We do have a considerable amount of money, so maybe it wouldn't be the worst idea to go around. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, some of them are really hurting. But maybe it wouldn't be the worst idea to go around and just refurb every single ride. Hopefully then we'll stop being notified that things are deteriorating or whatever. But we've got ample amounts of mechanics now. I'm not sure why, unless maybe they just haven't gotten to the rides because nobody's been riding them until now. That's a possibility, I suppose. That one doesn't even need to be refurbished. What about the giant one? Yeah, 16 grand. Let's go ahead and do that. We really might as well. And then is this thing 100%? There it is. We had so many people lining up for this before, and now there's no one. In fact, there's a security guard. That's it. And he's going down the exit path. Hopefully we'll get some more guests starting to make their way out this direction. I just love this covered bridge, though. This whole area, the whole park, really, is coming together nicely. I was hesitant to change the color scheme to our usual 2G spec colors because I was worried that it would sort of clash with our siding and our roof designs and stuff, but it honestly kind of works. And I already know that this episode's going to be extremely short compared to previous ones, but you guys will have to cut me a little slack here, okay? It's my first one back, just kind of dipping my toes in, you know what I'm saying? But on that note, that is unfortunately where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. So once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.